What's going on, guys? It's your Crispier, and today we are back with another entry into the Pokemon butt digging series. Today we're going to be covering the wonderful region of Hoenn, filled with its vast water and legendary gods that hate each other. Hoenn is full of gems, and by gems, I mean Pokemon that know how to dig in their butts. Let's get right into it. First, we got the grass starter, the final form, Sceptile. Now, Sceptile, we are starting off strong here. It's got long arms, and it's got extensions off of its arms, its leaf blades. It can dig with its fingers, it can dig with its blades. Both are skinny and shaped well enough to be able to reach up in there good. Sceptile, 8 out of 10. Next, we got Blaziken, the fire starter. Blaziken, similar to Sceptile, is very humanoid, and its arms are long enough, proportionate to the rest of its body, to be able to reach. Its claws allow for easy access, but it does not have the adaptability like Sceptile does. It does not have any blades or any extensions out of its arms in its regular form. So, based on that, I'm going to give Blaziken a 6 out of 10 on the butt diggability scale. Next, we got the final form of the water starter, Swampert. Swampert, although beloved by the fan base, is not beloved by the butt diggability scale. It is humanoid like the other two final form starters from Hoenn. However, its fingers are too wide for it to be able to dig in its butt. So, based on the shape of its body, but the inconvenience of its fingers, Swampert is getting a 2 out of 10 on the butt diggability scale. Next, we have the Gooner's favorite Mon, Gardevoir. Now, Gardevoir is... Psych! You thought I was really gonna rate Gardevoir on the butt diggability scale after all that Gooner shit y'all motherfuckers be putting Gardevoir through on the internet? No, we are done talking about Gardevoir. Next, we're gonna be talking about Slacking. Slacking, oh my goodness. Just look at it. Look at how lazy it is. Look at its shape, the shape of its body, the shape of its arms, the shape of its hands. This Pokemon is the picture-perfect image of digging in your butt. If there was a number above 10 that I knew of, I would give it to Slacking, but I don't know any numbers above 10. So Slacking is going to settle with a perfect 10 out of 10 on the butt diggability scale. Next, I want to talk about Aggron. Now, Aggron, while very strong and very sturdy, I don't think it would be too good at digging in its butt because due to it being so strong and sturdy, it is very rigid as a steel type. Therefore, I'm going to treat it similar to Swampert because it does have a humanoid shape. So that's a couple of points there because it can reach, but I don't think it'd be able to reach well. So Aggron is also going to get a 2 out of 10. Next, we got Flygon. Now, despite its jolly and joyful image, I don't think it would be too good at digging in its butt because of its short arms and the weird shape at the end of its tail. So even if the tail could reach around, which it probably can, I don't think it would be able to reach inside of the butthole. So Flygon, unfortunately, gets a 1 out of 10 on the butt diggability scale. Next, we got Milotic. Now, this one is simple, 0 out of 10, no arms, no legs, tail not flexible enough to reach its butthole. Next. Now, I want to talk about the Reggies. Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. Now, Regirock, I'm going to have to give a 1 out of 10. Although its rocky arms can reach, there are no small fingers to be able to reach in and dig in the butthole. Now, Regice, I'm going to give a 3 out of 10 because it does have the fingertips needed to insert itself in the butthole, but the arms aren't flexible. So it can reach, but can it get in? We don't know. Then next we got Registeel. And Registeel has both the flexibility of the arms and the fingers, the whole package. So Registeel, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10 on the butt digability scale. Next we got Latios and Latias. Now, I'm going to be rating these two as 1 since they basically have the same anatomy. So, due to the short arms and long body, I don't think either of them would be able to reach. So, I'm unfortunately going to have to give them both a 0 out of 10. Because how are you going to get points on the butt digability scale if you can't even reach your butt? Next, I want to talk about the box legendary for Pokemon Sapphire. Of course, our VGC GOAT, Kyogre. Now, Kyogre, unfortunately, just the arms and reach are there, but I think the arms are too wide, and I think the fingers that it has on the ends of the arm is too thick to be able to properly dig in the butt. So, when it's not busy fighting a war with Groudon, it's not going to be able to relax itself by digging in its butt. So unfortunately, Kyogre, 2 out of 10. Now, as for its opposite, the Ruby box legendary, Groudon. Groudon, I think is going to have a better time digging in its butt. When it's not instigating Kyogre, it's going to be able to dig in its butt because, quite frankly, I think its butthole is bigger than Kyogre's. So its wide fingers are going to be able to fit in there. And he's got the reach if he just curls up into a ball a little bit. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 on the butt digability scale. They say 2's a company, but 3's a crowd. How can we talk about Kyogre and Groudon's legendary beef if we don't bring up the one who squashes that shit immediately? Of course I'm talking about Rayquaza. Now, Rayquaza, I think is going to be pretty solid at digging in his butt due to its very flexible body. Its very skinny, flexible body, despite its short arms, allows it to wrap itself around and dig in its butt. It can just put its butthole right in front of its face and it can just go to work with its arms. So, Rayquaza, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 on the butt digability scale. Next, I want to talk about Jirachi. Now, I don't think it would be that good at digging in its own butt. However, I'm going to seek it out and wish to dig in my own butt in peace. So, Jirachi, self-digging, 1 out of 10. Other digging, 10 out of 10. Next, I want to talk about Rayquaza's son, Deoxys. Deoxys, all of its forms except for defense get a 7 out of 10 due to the long tentacles and skinny tentacles. The defense form, tentacles are too wide. I'm enacting the Swampert clause, 2 out of 10. Anyway, that's all the Hoenn that I wanted to cover in today's video. If you made it this far, thank you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see from me next. Throw some racks of real ones way so I can keep making these videos. And I'll see you next time. Jacrispier, out.